Hey, it's Amy K. Welcome back to Sim by Design, and I'm finally back from vacation. This one is going to be kind of a little off video for me. I came back from vacation and I got sick, as you do, the plane flight, all of that fun stuff. But if you hear me sniffling and I sound a little, stuffed up, because I am. So please bear with me. This is gonna be a very, very quick video. I did this week's build and next week's build. They're both um, continuations of my base game room by room because, like I said, I've been sick for the past probably I got back on third. I got back Tuesday night, and as soon as I got on the plane Tuesday, I was like, oh, I can already feel myself getting sick. So I got back Tuesday night. Wednesday I was kind of stuffy, and then on Thursday I was just really bad. My brain was so foggy and I couldn't think straight. And then Friday I get into work and I was supposed to go to this conference convention thingy for work, and I really didn't want to do it anyways. But because I was so sick, I was at work for less than an hour, and they're like, you need to go home. You sound terrible. You look like you're on your deathbed. So I went home after working for less than 50 minutes. So I worked for 2 days this week, pretty much. But I'm okay with that because, as we all know, I really don't want to be at my job anyways. I just want to be out in LA because that's where I was last week. Or, well, I guess this is my first video back in recording in a month, so I may be a little off. I'm sorry about the sniffles, but I may be a little bit off because after I finished pre-recording all those videos, I kind of didn't really record anything. I did record an episode of a Let's Play, and I really, really hated the way I hated everything about it. So I have the footage and I have everything. I just haven't edited it together yet, and I don't know if I will because I just really don't like it. Unless you guys really want to see it, I'll upload it. But if I do a Let's Play, I will probably refilm that, just because I don't do good commentary live while I'm recording. I just don't talk, I guess. I don't know. It's just really bad. But this is my first video back, and I really am so upset that it's when I'm sick. But I'm recording this one and next week's video right now just because I have the time since I'm at home sick. So that's what I'm doing. But I was going somewhere with that and totally just went off the rails. But I had an awesome time in California, in Los Angeles. I have only been telling my family this because nobody I work with really knows nobody I work with obviously knows that I'm leaving. But I've told everybody that's asked me, I'm like, yeah, pretty much when I was sitting on the plane looking at the back end of an airport and basically an airstrip, you don't really see any of Los Angeles when you're at the airport, at least in the Southwest terminal. You just see mountains and an airstrip. But I started tearing up just thinking about leaving. Even though I'm going back in 3 weeks to look at apartments and stuff with my mom, I was just I really don't want to leave. I don't want to go at all. I just want to stay here forever. Because I don't know if you guys watched the news or if it reached the news where you guys were, or news where you guys are when it happened. I was there, the first day I was there was the day of the huge tropical storm that Los Angeles got. It literally rained nonstop for the entire day. And the girl at the hotel we stayed at, she was like, oh yeah, it only does this until noon. And she's also from the same state that I am in. She is a friend of the girl who manages the hotel, who got us the hotel room she got us the rooms that we stayed in while we were at the hotel. So both girls kind of knew the weather that we were coming from and know that we can deal with rain. But they're like, yeah, it rains until noon, and it's not that heavy. But no, it was a torrential downpour there were mudslides and trees were getting knocked over, power lines. 2 blocks from the hotel that we stayed in, there was a massive sinkhole that swallowed like 2 cars and I think half of a fire truck. That's what I heard. I'm not sure. We tried to drive past it the next day, but they had it completely blocked off, so we couldn't really see anything. But it was still like, even with the rain, one of the friends that the main reason I went out there was to meet like my friends who have tons of friends out there, was to meet their friends, get like hooked up with people, and kind of do like a networking type thing, which I did, and I met a lot of great people, and I'm really excited to go back and hang out with them when I finally move there. But a lot of them were saying like, yeah, this never happens. So if you enjoy and like Los Angeles when the weather is this bad and it's never like this, you will do fine here. You will love it here. And I'm like, I already love it here no matter what. Like Tuesday, when I was like, my friend's flight was at like 10 or 11 a.m. and my flight wasn't until like 3 p.m. Well, it got pushed back an hour to like 4:10 or something, 30 minutes maybe. And the entire time I was sitting in the airport, I was like, look out the window, and it was the perfect day. Like, it didn't rain at all. It was nice and sunny. It was warm. So I was like, yeah, this is a great last day. Is when it's like perfect weather. But I fell in love with the beach. And normally I'm not a beach person because most of the time my family will vacation in Florida, where it's very humid. And I don't do well with humidity. It makes my hair frizz up, and I just am a general mess, even though Walt Disney World and Harry Potter World in Florida are like my 2 happy places. It's the only time my family's ever said that I am genuinely 100% purely myself and happy, is when I'm at one of those 2 places, which I agree with. It's the only time I can bear the heat and humidity of Florida. Like, it could be 85 degrees there, but it could be 100% humidity and I will be miserable. So I've never really liked the beach just because of that miserable humidity and heat and stuff. So when we went to Malibu first, and we just like found this little cove kind of thing, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I just wanted to stay there for the rest of the day. Like, I could have just lived there, even though Malibu is a super expensive place to live. But it was amazing, and I fell in love with the beach, even though it was cold and windy when we went down further to another part of the beach. And we went to Venice Pier and kind of walked to the Santa Monica Pier. We didn't make it all the way because we had already walked like 2 miles around Venice before we sat down with another friend for lunch for 2 hours, and then decided to walk the 2 miles across the Venice boardwalk to the Santa Monica Pier. And we only made it like 3/4 of the way before it started drizzling and it started getting dark out. So we're like, we don't want to walk all the way down there. It's raining, and walk all the way back in the pitch black. So we ended up turning around 3/4 of the way through and walking all the way back. And according to my Apple Watch, which is not the best at tracking the distances, according to my watch, we walked like 8.5 miles, which is pretty good for 3 country-ish, well, I don't say countries. We live like kind of in the middle of nowhere. 3 Midwestern girls who aren't the best at working out. But yeah, it was amazing. And there's so many more stories I have to tell, which I'll try to do in next week's video. Yeah, because this video is about over, and there's so much more I want to talk about, and I sound snotty, and it's giving me kind of a headache. But I am so thankful for all the new subscribers I've gotten in the past like weeks, couple of months, since I don't know, I've just gotten this like random uptick in subscribers. So welcome to all of you newbies. I am Amy, otherwise known as Amy K, and this is probably the worst time to be introducing myself because it's almost into the video, but I hope you guys enjoy. And if you are new and if you are one of my new subscribers, thank you. Click the like button. Leave me a comment telling me what you do to get over a cold, because I really, really need it. Even though I probably may still be sick because I never get sick and it lasts forever with me. But, Also, if you're new and you're not subscribed, subscribe because I love it. I love seeing all of those new subscribers and I love seeing all of the new commenters and all of that stuff. But I do post new videos every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will not change when I move to the West Coast. It will still be 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be noon though for me. But thank you guys so much for being here. And I really hope to see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.